Uyên xin trân trọng kính chào quý vị khán thính giả. Thưa quý vị, wow, hôm nay là đầu năm 2013 và trong chương trình ngày hôm nay thì chúng tôi xin được gửi đến quý vị một số phỏng vấn mà chúng tôi cùng với Christine Anh Thơ đã thực hiện được trong thời gian vừa qua.
This movie, like, I didn't realize I jump off certain scene because it's 3D.
Right.
It's such an iconic franchise, and have you both seen the original?
Yeah, actually, I don't think either of us had seen it before we landed the roles, but it was a very important part for me of preparing for it because it's a continuation and it's the first version that actually is a continuation. I wanted to know what the history was, and actually, while shooting the movie, I watched it a few nights alone, and
Were you scared?
I mean, I love scary movies, and I think it's horrifying actually, and it just was great the way it was shot. To think about what they went through back then for it to be the first of its form to be a really petrifying movie.
And what was it like shooting this film in 3D versus a regular film? Curious.
I found that it was just sort of an extra sort of technical hurdle to overcome. So it didn't really affect performance or anything, but just as far as, it takes longer to shoot on 3D cameras than to shoot in 2D. So I think that was the only challenge, but that happens. Sometimes you'll have a performance that you like and then something was wrong with the camera move. So this was just an extra sort of step, I think. But I think it's totally worth it because the 3D is really amazing. And
that's why I was like, I jumped off.
Yeah, it's just incredible, and I think it was totally worth the extra time.
I don't get scared easily, but seriously, I think this film is the first movie literally, like,
That's good.
Which is
Happy
good.
to hear that.
And I like the ending too, so that's a
good.
good thing. I really like the music in this film, and I was curious, were you anyway helping out with the music aspect for the movie?
Well, John and I actually talked a lot about the music. I won't say that I scored the film, but I was definitely there if he needed any input on certain songs in certain areas. He gave me calls about, and I actually reached out to some friends on certain parts and got a couple songs added as well.
I heard the location, you guys were shot in Louisiana, and
Yes.
the weather was extremely hot and humid.
Oh, it was so
Yeah?
hot.
It was rough.
It's the hottest weather I've ever experienced.
Would
day
you ever
in and
move
day
there?
Out.
Yes, no?
We had fun there. I don't know if I could stand that day in and day out.
I don't know.
Every day.
It was very different, and it never rained because you're actually really close to Texas. Like in New Orleans, it rains all the time,
Yeah.
so it sort of feels like it cools down, but it never felt like it cooled down.
Never.
But yeah, it gives the movie a sort of gritty, sweaty look. So I think it helped me, become more hysterical and insane maybe. So I think it worked to my benefit.
Just last question, pick your favorite scene in the movie, and your favorite scene in the movie.
My favorite scene in the movie, I say I got to kiss Alex.
I don't remember that.
I like that scene
You don't
too.
remember that?
That's a
I
good
do,
scene.
for real.
Well, that's good for you. Okay.
There's also that scene where we're in the car with Tanya and driving and trying to escape Leatherface, and I thought that scene was so suspenseful and so scary, and everyone's really great in the scene, and just the whole sequence it's like nail biting what's gonna happen.
And I actually had to drive with a camera on the side of the car.
And it was
Drive
stick
with
shift.
no shirts on,
Yeah,
right?
stick
That was
shift,
pretty
no
hard,
shirt,
right.
driving.
What a hard job. I'm sorry, Trey Songz. All right, great job, guys.